Let me now tell you about a city that arose from a cataclysmic equation, led by a visionary class intent and hell-bent on altering the narrative to one that spoke of equality and democracy. A reformed, replenished, world-class contemporary city, shining like a lighthouse, lighting the global canvas for the enlightened to see and to follow. When you feel like stopping, know that your city persisted. When you feel alone, know that those who have come before you are cheering you on. They walked so you can run, and you will run so that those after you will be able to fly. Like birds of peace, who will then scatter seeds of redemption and resilience across the city streets.
Outside the Herbert Art Gallery at University Square, a cyclist waits atop a wall, hops onto his back wheel, and drops 6 to 7 feet to the ground, leaping and spinning down the stairs in front of the art gallery. He bunny hops back up. His companion on a scooter leaps and spins off the top of the steps, flips his scooter around, and hops back up the stairs. A third dancer spins and flips, kneels down. His friend jumps over the top, jumping from bollard to bollard. On his hands, the parkourist descends the stairs, does backflips, kicks his feet. The cyclist approaches the edge of the steps, wheelies down on his back wheel. One of the parkourists does a flying somersault over the top of the scooter rider. The cyclist wheelies around, while his companions flip, jump, and dance, doing backflips off the bollards. They come together. The 5 river runners, in their black and white two-tone outfits, one on a skateboard, one on a BMX, approach the trick cyclists and parkourists. They meet up, exchange greetings. One of the parkourists places a two-tone stereo on the floor, and they commence a dance battle. River runner on the BMX pulls a trick. Cyclist and scooter rider does likewise. Parkourist pulls some hip-hop, spins and flips. They look round at the sound of the church bells. One of the parkourists hands one of the river runners the stereo. They gather round to examine it. Three trumpeters play their fanfare in front of the cathedral. On horseback, 3 modern Godivas approach. Their safety helmets are decorated, and they're accompanied by an entourage. They carry banners. They circle the university square. They're joined by a more of a procession with further banners and 3 more Godivas on horseback. They too circle the square. And head towards the cathedral steps. A third contingent approaches. They lead the way in front of 2 more modern Godivas on horseback. As they assemble at the foot of the broad sweep of the steps, another contingent of marchers with banners and 2 more Godivas on horseback approach. Godivas are lined up on their horses in front of the cathedral steps. The flank of the new cathedral to the right, the towering ruins of the old cathedral to the left. The remaining Godivas approach on foot, descending the steps of the Herbert Art Gallery. They've assembled in a rough circle in front of the cathedral, facing inwards.
Godivas proved her commitment to her cause.
Her belief in social justice.
Decisive action.
Today, in that same spirit,
at a time when the inequalities of our society have been so exposed by the pandemic.
At a time when the city is once more rising up from adversity.
Once more shining a light for the nation as we emerge from the darkness of global crisis.
this time through culture.
We invite you as representatives and advocates of the people of this city
to reiterate your commitment to social justice
by taking action,
by taking a walk with one of us.
Every day we take steps in the name of social justice for the people of Coventry.
We want you to know the steps that we are taking.
I am working for people in poverty to be treated with dignity and respect and to have their full potential.
I am working for a slow city, sustainable, local, original and wholesome. A city that creates space for curiosity and reflection. A city where people can take root and grow.
I am working to educate families to enjoy our city, to take care of it, and to lead a more eco-conscious lifestyle so that we still have a city to pass down to future generations.
I am working to convince those in positions of influence to embrace honesty and integrity as core values at the heart of everything they do. Power should not be held just for power's sake.
I am working for connected services that support our most vulnerable, because asking for help is so big and so hard, people should only have to do it once.
To turn unity in music and the arts, I am working for safer streets for women and vulnerable adults, and for projects and safe havens for young people to be free of violent knife crime.
For the knives to be taken out of the hands of the young, and for the bloodshed to be replaced with a feeling of safety and unity through music and song.
I am working for a city that is a place of sanctuary, dialogue and reconciliation. A phoenix of thoughts and actions, living together in cultural understanding and embracing diversity.
I am working for every individual and community in the city to be seen, heard, felt and truly understood.
I'm working to make Coventry home, a place of belonging, dignity and equity for every Coventry citizen.
To encourage richer and to create richer and stronger communities in the city, where everyone will be treated with respect, regardless
of who you are and where you come from.
I am working for an honest discussion around mental health and serious mental illness, in order that we can make impactful change for individuals across our city.
I am working for homeless people to be included in the decision-making process and for people to have a better understanding for people who are different to them.
I am working to dare you to understand each other. A radical love, a love that breaks down boundaries.
So we invite you
to choose which one of us
you will take a walk with,
so that we can work better together.
And leave the challenges of the past year behind us.
To create a fairer world.
In the name of social justice.
We too are committed to make our city, our nation, our world a fairer place. We hear the things that you are saying, the actions that you are taking, and we share many of the hopes and aspirations that you have for our city. We welcome the opportunity to walk with you, to see the city through your eyes and the eyes of those that you work with. And we agree to meet with you to explore the opportunity for fruitful collaboration.
The representatives of Coventry receive the Godivas manifesto and applaud.
To create hope, unity, and a fairer world. In the name of social justice.
Coventry representatives walk away and leave the square. And the Godivas on horseback follow out behind them. Heading away in the opposite direction. The River Runners are presented with a megaphone by the modern Godivas. One of the River Runners tries it out, and they cheer. Into the University Square sweeps a peloton of cyclists. They circle the River Runners, who laugh and clap and wave at them. A trike appears bearing a huge model head. And another. The River Runners are presented with a bicycle wheel. They examine it happily. Look up to see a motorcade of cars from throughout the years. Rolling into the square. Dancers climb out of the cars. Irish dancers, Bhangra dancers, Ska dancers. And join their friends on the steps of the cathedral, clapping their hands as 3 young women dance an Irish jig. They kick up their heels, clap their hands. They step aside for the Bhangra dancers in their red saris and gold tops. Perform an energetic dance. Jump and stride from side to side. Putting their hands in the air. Stretching from one side to the other. And they step aside to a pair of Ska dancers. Perform a slow hipped partner dance. Swing their arms joyfully. Move from side to side to the music. Winding their hips slowly. Feel the music. Everybody's joining in. They run down the steps and dash over to meet the river runners. They circle around them, skipping and clapping. The river runners dance in the middle, surrounded by the swirling dancers around. Cyclists look on and clap. Music ends, they punch their fists into the air and applaud each other. Flags are waving out of the windows of the cars, and the dancing continues. The BMX spins in the air. But they pause as they're often offered a red banner, the emblem of two hands clasping in gold. And Pauline Black, the spirit of the river, a veil flowing behind her, approaches them.
Speak water within to water without. Flow, 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 water flow, flow.
Fountains spring to life in the square.
She ran, the sun would kiss the river's face. The gods would walk with man, washing, bathing, swimming, dyeing wool, drinking, boating, fishing, growing food. River, river, beneath the strokes you lie forgotten.
The spirit leads the river runners up the steps of the cathedral.
Black, black water, running hole in concrete tunnel.
Towards the cathedral ruins.
Although I can't see you, I know I can feel you under the city roads, where free water flows from the past to the future into the sparkling light. I rise above, life falls below, river flow.
They ascend the steps
Life falls below,
in the spirit's wake. People from the Sherborne River hurl blue holy powder into the air. It's carried away on the breeze. In the cathedral ruins, the spirit of the river invites the river runners to view
Air raid log, 14th, 15th of November 1940.
an installation of saplings.
11 hours continuous intensive bombing. The main feature has been the lack of water for firefighting. The cathedral, Jordan Well, High Street, Broadgate, Palace Yard and Bailey Lane had suffered mainly fire damage.
When my brother decided we'd got to get out of the house, we couldn't open the door. It was jammed. But the people next door heard us all screaming. And they came and broke the door down and got us out.
At 11 p.m, the Provost, Richard Howard, and his fire watchers abandoned battle to save St Michael's Cathedral.
Listened
From
solemnly.
the doorway of St Mary's police station, they listened, sick at heart, to the steady drip, drip of molten lead.
When we came out of the house, I mean, the sky was just the reddest sky you could imagine.
Every roof is gone, and the whole cathedral lies open to sky.
The river spirit leads them on. Past more saplings in their metal cages.
I was living a nice life in Syria, but you know the war, when the war happened, I had to flee, went to Lebanon. I stayed in Lebanon 5 years, and you know the life in Lebanon is very hard. When I was in Lebanon, I lost a child on the door of the hospital, trying to seek medical help, yeah. So I came to Coventry, and when I came here, just after a few days, my other daughter, she fell ill. Someone helped me out to call the ambulance. The ambulance been by my door in 5 minutes, yeah. Coventry is my second home, and I will live and die in Coventry.
We view the ruins, and the runners sit and consider what they've heard.
So about this time last year, my brother got killed. Was coming to see our show. Like a car came and they did a drive-by on him. They shot him 3 times, and I heard these shots as I was waiting for the bus. Like to this day, it still hurts. Like and I don't know, this is cliche that everyone says it, but a day doesn't go by when I do not think of him. Yeah, he can make you smile, like even if you was feeling down, and he'd smile at anything. Nowadays, even though I do sometimes cry, I also smile.
The spirit leads them on again.
2020 was a very difficult year. I lost my mum, Paula, to COVID. Watching her pass away was the worst experience of my life. I then had to self-isolate at home alone during Christmas. Looking back, I don't know how I got through those days, but somehow I did. But yeah, that took a lot to even get out of bed in the morning, get dressed, little things.
Because my mum was such a huge impact on our family, I feel like that's been taken away now. I've had to learn to live without her these last few weeks. My first son, he's 7 months old, and she was just starting to really enjoy being a grandma to him, so I really miss that as well for him. But yeah, just miss her as a person, being here, being a mum for me.
The spirit comes to a small sapling.
The cathedral ruins are a symbol of the past.
Gathers it up.
In Coventry, and our new cathedral obviously is a symbol of the present and the future. And I think both are a symbol of resilience and our city as a whole.
She hands the sapling.
The first thing with resilience is that you have to be honest.
To a river runner.
There's no point denying the losses that we've had.
This used to be mashed up for years. Like we got the Blitz bombing. We got all these killings and stabbings that's going on every day, and somehow this city still manages to move on the next day. So if that's not resiliency, then I don't know what is.
The word forgive.
To me, the Cathedral of Coventry is like my own mosque.
The spirit leads the runners into the cathedral proper. They descend the steps out of sight.
Remember the tree so deeply rooted, it spread the whole town wide. Roots of the tree gave birth to branches that reached up for the sky. Shelter from the storm, shade from the sun. Strong trunk held us steady, made us one. Tree of cover, one away through time and passage.
The spirit leads them into Broadgate.
Life was withered, no more branches, leaves cannot fall.
Runners still carry all the totems they've been given.
Although I can't see you, you know I can sense you, broadening far and wide. Your roots still grow deep from the past to the future, bracing us to reach to the light. City above, light falls below, wisdom grows. City above, light falls below, wisdom grows.
They arrive at a canopy of coloured ribbons.
City above, light falls below, wisdom grows. City above, light falls below, wisdom grows.
Pink, green, blue, yellow. The spirit stands and light swirls around her feet, spirals around her in streamers of vivid blue, rising up and transforming into the trunk and branches of Coffer's tree, merging with the ribbons above, until it stands colourful and strong in the centre of Broadgate. The runners gaze up at it, the ribbons like leaves rippling overhead. They consider the icons they're holding, the wheel, the megaphone, the radio, the sapling. The banner. They look up at the ribbons fluttering with messages and hopes and wishes. Coventry Moves, 2021.